Hello and welcome to another tutorial. Sorry I didn't upload this tutorial earlier. I have some technical issues with my microphone, and so I did upload it, and then I took it down again because I found out there's no audio. So I'm sorry about that. So I'm going to have to remake this tutorial for the fourth time. I've run through it already before to test if the method works, and it works. And uh, three times recorded and my microphone wasn't working. So, okay. Um, I'm going to take you through how to make a t-shirt like this. You can actually add more detail into that, and I'll show you that as well. Also, this t-shirt is really low poly. We'll show you how to increase that, and if you're working in like a game environment, we'll show you how to make what you call it, a level of detail. So you have higher detail and then you have lower detail. So it's like you have low detail here, you have medium detail, and then you have high detail depending on how close you are to your object. Alright, so jumping over to Blender, I've got a character right here from Human Maker. It's a free application. You can make your characters in that if you want. I may upload this file and the t-shirts to my website and drop a link in the description below. So if you don't see that, it might be there a bit later. But yeah, so we pretty much import this character. We don't want his eyeballs, so they can go away. Bye bye. Alright, we're gonna go over to the Create tab. We add a cube, make a box. We drag this up. Another cool thing about this method is I'm trying to make it so it's more appropriate for games and stuff. So you can actually base it off your characters and stuff. After this method, you probably had to tweak it a little bit, but that isn't too. It shouldn't be too hard to tweak. But I'm not going to really try and make it fit this character because I actually have no use for it. But what I will do is take you through the steps I have taken to make a t-shirt. So we're gonna, well, we make a cube here. We had two cuts. We had one underneath his armpits and one at kind of like the waist level, where it kind of dips in a little bit like a valley. So we scale that in along the X. Right, and we're going to add another loop cut straight down the middle, so we can work in mirror mode. Alright, we delete that. And now we're probably going to come out of that mode, go into face mode, select that, and then go back into that mode. Alright, so now what we're going to do, actually, I kind of want that a bit more back here. This, where the armpits crease kind of is. And now we're going to hit E, R, Y 30, so that it extrudes it and also rotates it 30 degrees. And we move that down a bit. And then we're going to scale down a bit more as well. About there, I'll say. You can make your t-shirts how long or how thin you want. You could actually make a proper shirt, jacket and stuff like that. I might make another tutorial on how to make a jacket, hats and other bits and bobs. Alright, so now we've done that, come out of that mode. We're going to add a loop cut here, and we're going to add a loop cut here. Oh, I didn't want to add it quite there. Alright, so you add a loop cut. You can kind of see where his neck is starting to clip a little bit with the t-shirt, so we put it about there. Delete these faces. We don't need them anymore. We don't need them at all. Right. So they can go. We're going to move this, that. Actually, we'll leave that right now. Go to the modifier tab. We're going to add a mirror modifier. We're going to add a shrink wrap modifier. And our target is our character, and as you can kind of see, like what's going up with the neck, that keep happening. It isn't a big deal. You just get the points, you drag them down till they kind of get out of the way and kind of behave in a general place you want it to be. Alright, the t-shirt looking a little bit low for my liking. Maybe bring that up a little bit. I'm guessing about that. You know, I don't design t-shirts, so I have no idea exactly how big and stuff is. So we're going to pretty much apply our shrink wrap modifier. We're going to hide our character, and we actually want. Oh, okay, yeah. Select everything in edit mode, drag it away. Oh, that part at the back was confusing me. Alright, so we select that, SX0, and we're going to do the same here. SX0, 1, 5, and select everything. Make sure clipping is enabled in your mirror mode, in your mirror options. Alright, oh, didn't want to get into there. Right, there we go, we want this as well, and drag them to the front. We're going to be tidying up the mesh a bit here. You know, we've pretty much got the basic shape we want, but we just need to clean up a little bit, so just go them along the side. So select the whole loop cut there, the whole loop there, and then, sorry, not loop cut, select the whole loop there, then you should go along the side. And here we are going to want to SX0, and now we're going to here, Y30. Come out of that mode. Alright. Down here we've got a couple of pieces kind of colliding, so kind of clipping a little bit there. We just bring that out. Bring that up actually. We need it up here. Can bring these in a little bit. Alright, they're looking a bit wonky, so we kind of want to round it out. Actually, I'm wondering if we can hit W is a smooth. Ah, okay, that's nice. Okay, that scaled it in though, but I don't want to scale. Alright, so it scales it in, but we can scale it out a little. Actually, I don't like that. Actually, kind of deforming it in a way I don't want it to deform. So we're not going to smooth it. We're going to have to take the longer approach and just kind of chisel at it. Pretty much what we're aiming for. What we're aiming for is to keep the faces in a way that it keeps a nice definition. Well, it kind of like, you want it a bit more, you know, you want, I don't know how to explain it. You kind of want them equally spaced, I guess. Yeah, that's probably what you, yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Alright. And no, I'm looking a little bit weird. How can we fix it? So that space can kind of go, oh, yeah, this piece needs to go back quite a bit. Drag that up a little bit. And around here we want to bring that in, bring that up, and in. Maybe not so much. That's subtly. Okay. Yeah, I'll bring this down a bit. Right there. Bring this over. Yeah, bring that down. Nah, Trying to get somewhere with that. Alright. And just line up in there as well, actually. Probably would have been a better idea to line it up in here instead. Maybe. I might be shooting myself in the foot here. That's looking alright. We can get away with that. Do we want to bring them, yeah, we can bring them down a little bit. Right, enough of that. Okay, along the back here. Select them, let's get them along the Y. Nope, X. Do that again on this part. X. Okay, we just bring them in. And bring them out a little bit. Select them ones, bring them out. Like so. Scatter these ones along the side. Maybe we can. Okay. Oh, there we go. Bring them out a little bit. And we're going to want to bring these in like so. And that as well. Bring that down. That piece can go down a little bit. We wanted a slight little dip here, not too much. Alright. And now what we want to do is over where the holes are, we hit E, enter. Well, E0, enter. Scale them in. And E0, enter. And we drag them in as well. Because they're at a slope, it kind of going diagonal in a way. If you can kind of see up here, kind of going angle. So we bring them in a bit, and actually we're going to need to bring them up as well. Like so. And we hit E, enter, 0, Alt M at center, and that seals that off. And pretty much you could actually have the arm in there, you know, so the part of arm, yeah, you know what I mean, you can see where I'm going. And we do exactly the same with this part. Scale that in, E, 0, enter, and we bring that up. E0, enter, Alt M, and here there's a gap, so because we still got snapping on with a mirror modifier, we just bring that together. And now if I get that, it can't move along the X. But it's nice, it's what we want. And we're going to do the same up here. E0, enter, and we scale that in. E0, enter, and bring that down. E0, enter, Alt M to center, bring that in. So select that loop, and we scale along the side to flatten that out, and select that piece, and we're going to bring that down. Like so. And that's pretty much our t-shirt. I don't like this piece here, I can kind of pull it out a little bit. And this piece here, that way and that way a little bit more. So select everything, and if we smooth it, it's starting to actually look like a t-shirt. Yay! This is looking a little bit too high for my likings. Actually, we probably could pull that back a little bit, then pull it down, and select that piece and bring the whole shoulder part down a bit, ever so slightly. Alright, and now what can we do? Oh yeah, I got a plugin what is called Meshlint, and if I click that, you can see where all the bad topology is. So we've got triangles in here, and this line going straight down the middle is saying we've got non-manifold elements, and we're going to hit Alt and J, and that should get rid all or most of our triangles. If you still got, I haven't actually, okay, I still got triangles, great. I don't like that, but oh well, it means I'm going to show you. We could try and hit Alt J again, or move that all the way up. Alt J, and not working, undo it till we got all our triangles back, and do it again, and having it all the way up. Does that work? No. Oh well, I guess I'm going to have to show you how to get rid of this. You might not even have to worry about this. Sometimes it depends on how many faces you have. So we're going to have to fix it ourselves, and so that point. So you got you got 2 points here and here, and you connect them up with this one and that one, and that will make a square. And we can do exactly the same for this piece here. And now we're all good with the topology there. We still got the seam down the middle, but as soon as we apply the mirror modifier, that will go. So I want to see if there's anything else I want to tweak before I put the mirror modifier on. It isn't that hard if you find out actually there's something you want to tweak. All you do is actually hit apply with the mirror modifier. We'll see now we have no non-manifold elements. But if you want to move something over here, now it isn't going to do exactly the same thing on the other side. So if you realise, oh, this and this and this is bad, you're just going to delete half of it and apply the mirror modifier again, and it should work perfectly. For now, we're going to want to select these two faces, hit O, and you see a circle. Hang on. If you kind of drag any of these arrows, you see like a circle, and that kind of your radius of how much of you're going to affect. Pretty much O allows you to deform your mesh without well, it allows you to deform the mesh, and it kind of pulls other points as well, so it kind of deforms it nicely instead of, yeah, I'll show you. If we turn it off, let's say now if I now pull it, kind of does that, it isn't grabbing the other points as well. Round the back, I kind of want to pull that out, but I don't know if you really should. Oh, don't want that piece. Alright, hit O. I don't know if we should be doing this. Okay, hang on. Select the middle pieces. Nah. That's fine as is. Alright. That's pretty much the t-shirt. So we can, because it's so low poly, you can kind of see where the normals are and stuff like that. It isn't too bad because considering it low poly. So if we do a loop cut, that's bad topology. You can see the dark spots right here when I do that. And if I do this, I mean, you can kind of see where it moves to. So if we kind of scout that out, that should technically kind of get rid of it. Maybe we had to, I don't know. They do lines and stuff anyway, like you kind of rotate around it. But that's more to do with normal maps, I believe, and how they will deform things. Talking about that, now what we can do is get into the element of, oh god, put that back. Right, I'm going to open up the UV editor mode, layout, and I'll show you roughly how we can unwrap it. We can have a loop cut going all the way around like so. We don't want them pieces and don't want these pieces in the middle. And we'll pretty much do a loop cut, not loop cut, loop selection around here, but it isn't completely doing a loop selection because you've got loops coming from the other directions and stuff, but it does kind of collect one or two. Right, so now for the arms, we're pretty much select in here as well. It's pretty much like where you want to cut. Pretty much think of it like where you're going to cut cloth and stuff like that in texture. So it'll be under this tab here. If we mark seams, they'll turn red. We select everything and do unwrap, and that what unwrap will look like. This part here, I believe, would be the bottom part. You can see the front and the back, and then you got the hand parts here and here, and I believe that is the neck part right there. So you can kind of see where, well, it allows you to understand where parts are a bit better. Another thing you could do is actually you want to go along the seams of where closed seams would be, because you can get away with actually not making it seamless, because it kind of actually adds a bit more realism. So we could actually add some tops. I'm not sure if it's some tops or all tops actually have seams going around there, so we will mark seams, and they wouldn't actually have seams come. They do have seams coming up there. Alright, maybe they don't, maybe they do, I don't know. So select them and unwrap, and it unwraps it differently. If we actually we don't want these seams, we're going to clear them seams because I don't want them. Right, and now if we do unwrap, you got a different layout. Not quite sure what that is. I'm guessing that is the bottom part down here, and then it kind of unwraps it as well. Well, yeah, enough of that. Make sure you unwrap your model before you take it to the next step of like sculpting. I'll be showing you that now. But highly recommended, unwrap before you start sculpting. Alright. So what we're going to do now is add a... Actually, the poly count right now is really low. It's 280. Oh, a little bit more from the ones I've done before, but exactly the same with the first one I did. But hey, alright. So we will add a multi-resolution. This mountain polys as it is, you know, that's brilliant for like low poly games and stuff. So you could technically get away with that. But if you like if you're making mobile games, I'm guessing, I don't know the specs on mobile and stuff right now, so it might be, it might not be. So we did add our multi-resolution modifier, and we go into our sculpt mode, subsurf that a couple of times. I want to push it up to 5, and that gets us up to 1,506 738 faces. What isn't too bad. If we go down one, that's pretty much at 49,000. And that's roughly pretty much a PlayStation 3 character. So if you're working on next gen games, I'm guessing you don't have to worry so much anymore. So we're going to add our creases and stuff to make it look a lot more detailed and stuff. You can go down here to symmetry, and this should automatically default be set to X. You can leave that on for now. So we kind of go around, we add some creases in the armpits, but if you want like the crease on this armpit not to be exactly the same one, then turn that off and go around and do it all separately, but we add some creases along the clothes to give a bit more detail, and do the same thing on the back side of the t-shirt, like so. And now I'm going to turn that off, and I'm going to hit F to make my brush a little bit bigger and do some strokes along here and do some along the back, and, oh, like so. And now if we go into smooth, I like to kind of tap when I'm smoothing instead. Like if I kind of smooth it, kind of really smooths it all out. I like to kind of tap while I do it. And if you turn it off, turn up symmetry down here, you can kind of smooth out each side a little bit different, so it looks a little bit different, but pretty much the same technically. So we do kind of, but it will add a little bit difference on where it's sharp and where it isn't on each side. So we kind of smooth that out a little bit, give it, because clothes don't really have giant creases, and let's say it's a hard material like denim, like jeans and leather and stuff, or something kind of heavy, if you know what I mean, something really thick. So we smooth that out, and that's looking really nice, looking like a good top. Actually, it looks like a top what could actually be in the game. What we could do now, I want to show you this. Alright, I'm going back into object mode now. I want to copy this, paste, paste. Alright, so this one, yeah, don't want anything. Right, this one, we'll set that to 3. This one we'll set to 5. So you can have level of detail. So when you're far away, you'll start, you see the lowest detail. When you're in medium range, you will see the medium detail. When you close up, you're going to see the high detail. They save lots of resources. The cool thing is, let's bring over the UV layout again. Hang on, actually, I'm going to apply these, what do you call them, multi-resolution modifiers. I'll apply them. And okay, so over to the UV layout, you can see how the UVs are laid out here, and at low poly you haven't got many faces and stuff. You go over to the next one, right, we select that, you see it's laid out in exactly the same way. Just it got more subdivisions. If you go over to the highest poly, it got even more, you can't really see, you have to zoom in. And it laid out exactly the same, so it means if you make a texture for this one over here, it will apply for this one. That's why I was saying unwrap it before you kind of go down that road of sculpting and stuff. So then you can make multiple ones. It will speed up your workflow a lot and allow your textures as well to work really well. When you making level of detail for textures, pretty much all it is a smaller file size, or technically you could actually have it into an atlas, what means you have, oh maybe not, no, forget that, you probably won't put in an atlas. So that's pretty much how you make a top inside Blender. I may upload this to, I'm not sure if I said it on this video, I may upload these tops to my website and the character as well. So if you want them, there may be an description later. I'll probably upload this video and stuff, and probably get around to uploading the stuff later. So keep an eye on that. If you get stuck or you need help, post a comment below and let us know what's going on, and I'll see if I can help. If you liked the video, thumbs up. If you really liked the video, please share it. It really helps me out a lot. If you don't like the video, thumbs it down. You know, just so I can get an idea on what you guys are liking and able to make better content for you. So yeah, have fun making t-shirts for your characters and stuff. One more thing actually before we go. I'm not sure if I quite said this. If your jacket don't actually fit your character, you'll want to make sure it fits him before you go over to sculpting it and stuff. You want to make sure the low poly actually fits him and you're not sticking through it or stuff like that. It better to actually kind of be better be a little bit bigger technically, but all you do is kind of that part can kind of come out here. This part can kind of you get the message. You get the message. Just make sure it fits your character before you go over to the higher detail stuff. Yeah. So thank you for watching. Catch you guys later.